Hello, welcome or welcome back. So let's talk about Canva. They have a new AI tool. And before you run away, because I know that Canva has some questionable tools, their stuff isn't bad. I just think that a lot of their stuff isn't really up to par with like the Geminis and the Claudes. But this tool is really interesting, and I think a lot of people will care. So let me show you how it works to see if you're one of them. So the tool is called Magic Layers, and this is their, I don't know, product release site. So let me scroll down a little bit here, and the idea is pretty straightforward. You take what they call flat image files. So you can take certain types of image files and put it in this tool. The tool will scan it and it'll make elements of that image file editable. So I don't think there's really much else on this site to care about right now. No. So let me go over to Canva. Actually, let me set this up. So let me go back. Okay, yeah. So this is NotebookLM. I'm gonna take an image file from NotebookLM and I'm gonna take one from Gemini just to show you some things that you can do. Right. So this is NotebookLM, and I'm gonna go into my recipes notebook here, and I made this infographic. I made multiple infographics from here in previous videos, but this is just open a notebook, add a source, and then create an infographic. Again, I have multiple videos on this specific notebook, but this one is, yeah. So this is an infographic that I made with NotebookLM. And what I did was I took it from here and I clicked the little ellipsis and I downloaded this. And this downloads as a PNG file. That's really important. So let's switch back over to Canva. Okay, so now we're in Canva, right? And first of all, this is just the templates tab. This is usually what Canva will open to. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to stay here. If you click on Create, right here under Quick Actions, you have Magic Layers, and this is the new feature. Now, if I click on this is kind of hard to see. Let me zoom in. Magic Layers only supports images, and of all the image formats, if you hover over this, it'll tell you the image formats that it supports, and that's not a lot. They're pretty big ones, but it only supports these 4 image formats right now. Luckily for NotebookLM, these are PNGs, and I think Google's also, Gemini, I think Gemini is also a PNG. So this will be good to go. So what you can do is, if you already have your image file in Canva, you can just open it. If not, you can upload and then upload your file. So I'll upload that recipe infographic that I just showed you, and then I'll open that up. Okay, so here we go. So that took a minute to upload, but it's in here now, and then I am editing the image within Canva. And if I go over here to Magic Studio, again, this is Magic Layers, and that's a little new crown on there. And right now, this is just a PNG file. So I can I'm clicking on different things. I can't do anything. This is just one single, what they call flat image, right? So now if I go to Magic Layers, now it's going to scan it. And this will take a second. It depends on how busy the image is, just how many different elements there are. So we'll see how long this takes. If it takes too long, I'll just kind of edit it down. The times I've done this, or so far, it's taken, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. Okay, and we're done. So now, looks the same, right? No problem. Before, when I clicked on things, I couldn't do anything. Now, I don't even have to click on it. If I just mouse over, now you can see it's selecting individual elements. So maybe I want this to say something different. I can double click in here and I can edit this now. Oops, hey, even caught my typo. I can change this image. I can edit this. I can edit this. I can edit this. Like all these different things. Maybe I don't want that timer there. So get rid of the timer and get rid of that. That's completely gone now. Again, I can't edit every single element. Like I can't do like just the butter on top of the steak. But I mean, this is way more than I could do before. I can edit everything that is being highlighted here. I can edit separately. So again, like maybe I don't want that in there. Delete that. Maybe I want that to be a different color. That's not a good example. Let's find some. Okay, let's take this pan. And let's say I want to change the color of this pan. So we open that up and now let's actually change in the smoke. If you look really closely, you can see the little steam that's coming off. It's actually changing the color of the steam. And we come here, and maybe I want to change the color of this, and I want that to be, I want blue. I don't know why I'd want my steak to be blue, but maybe I'm going to have a presentation about if your steak is blue, you probably don't want to eat it. But now I have a blue steak here, you know, etc. I mean, you can change things however you want. The point is, a lot of people, myself included, like when we use NotebookLM to create an infographic, the infographics look really good. But sometimes they're not exactly the way I want them for how I'm going to use them. And even if it's just something really simple, or it's just like, I just want to change this wording slightly, I can't do it because it's just an image file. And there are different tools you can use. There are third-party tools. You can code stuff yourself if you know how. But there aren't really tools created by the major manufacturers. And this can be a concern for people who aren't really tech savvy, who don't necessarily trust custom code from someone that they don't know. A lot of companies will not let you use certain plugins or certain extensions. It has to be from a major company, from Google, from Canva, from an OpenAI. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a good policy, but that's just how a lot of company policies work. You can't just install some random third-party plugin. This is Canva. So a lot of, I mean, if your company can't use Canva, then you can't really think about this anyway, but this is a Canva tool. So if you have issues with it, you can go back to Canva. But if there are concerns with using certain third-party custom coded things, this is actually a tool from a major company that lets you edit, again, flat image files. I know that a lot of people have been asking for something like this ever since, you know, a lot of these tools have shown that you can do infographics or similar types of things. Let me show you one more. Again, this is for NotebookLM. Let me show you one from Gemini. Okay, so just to show you where I got this from, this is now Gemini. And if I go into my old chat, I had a video pretty recently where I was showing Nano Banana 2 versus Nano Banana Pro, and I made this infographic. This is from Nano Banana Pro, and it's basically just breaking down how the process of photosynthesis for children. Just really simple version of photosynthesis, how plants eat, quote unquote. So this is the infographic. Okay, so now I'm back in Canva. In the same process, go into Canva, I upload the image, and then I go and I edit the image. And I'm here, click on edit, and now I have, again, Magic Layers. Again, well, let me come back. Like I'm mousing over things and nothing happens. And you can see that the outline of the image is the only thing that's highlighted. If I mouse over things, nothing happens. If I click on stuff, nothing happens, right? This is just a flat image right now. Again, also a PNG from Gemini. And if I go to Magic Layers, click on that, scans the image. Again, we'll see how long this takes. Last one took about 15, 20 seconds. And now it's done. Took a little bit longer, but there are a couple more elements in here. But now again, not clicking on anything, I'm just mousing over stuff and it highlights all these different elements. This is no longer a quote unquote flat image. That moves some stuff around. This was kind of centered before. So this was around like right around here. But again, I can move this now. Like maybe I don't, just like the other one. It's like if I don't want certain elements, if I don't want that in there, I just get rid of it. If I want to change the words here, I can change that. And it's just whatever things that I mouse over and it highlights, I can change somehow. I can change the text. Some of the things I can change the color. Let me see. Yeah, so like that background now it's blue, but now it's kind of reddish. Now it's white. Couldn't do any of this before. It was just a PNG. If maybe I think that's too busy with those on the side, so I can get rid of those now. And I can take this and I can slide that over and that in there. Make sure that's aligned. And again, whatever you want to do. It's not every single element, but it's most of them. And I think this opens up a lot. So, I mean, these two examples were just from NotebookLM and from Gemini, but it's Canva. Let me come back to their page here. I believe you can do it with any plan. Yeah. So we have a pro plan, but this is the free plan right here, and try Magic Layers is right there. Now, try probably means you can only use it once or twice. But then all the other plans, Magic Layers, Magic Layers, Magic Layers. And this is, yeah, so there are questions right here. Is it available on all plans? It's a premium tool, so use counts towards your monthly AI usage allowance. The free plan on here says that you can try it. Again, any other paid plan, it just goes like Magic Edit, Magic, their whole Magic suite of things. You just get an allowance based on which tier you're paying for. And if you already have Canva, you know how that works. If it doesn't, that's a completely different video. But it's on every plan to some degree. But it's called Magic Layers. It lets you take certain image files that are flat and not editable, and it will scan them and it will make different elements of your file now able to be edited. You can change text, you can change the color of things, you can move where stuff is. Maybe I don't like the sun there, I want it, all the way over, like wherever. I want the sun in the middle of the page for some reason, and I want to rearrange this entire thing. I can. It opens up a lot of things for a lot of people, and you can now you can work with AI tools. You can give a rough idea of what you want. You can have it create something for you, and then when it's not quite what you wanted or doesn't quite fit the presentation you're going to do, you can come in, use this tool, and then you can edit things to use your company colors or take out the elements you don't want or add elements that you do want, whichever pieces. But I think this will help a lot of people, and this will address concerns that a lot of people have had. I know things that people have asked me and that I've seen just kind of out in the wild. So try it out. Again, Canva AI stuff has been kind of hit or miss. I think this is one of their better tools. It's in beta right now. It works really well from the testing we've done so far. Your use cases will probably be different, so try it out, see what you think, ask us questions if you have them, and we'll see you next time.